Alright, boys, 794. Another day down, or day beginning, whatever. New stringer, too, for the ladies that are not here. So, today we're going to test our King again, King of Dickheads. See how this sucker goes today. So, I got the bed liner on it yesterday, and here's a cautionary tale for you all. This stuff is very sticky. It comes off real bad. That I'm hoping to get that fixed today. I mean, you can hear it. You can hear it come off my hand. So these first few throws are going to be an absolute disaster, I'm sure, and that's okay. No big deal. We know it's coming, so that's fine. It's when you get caught off guard that it's very, it's the worst. If you know it's coming, yeah, that's not so bad. But I've done this more than one time with the bed liner, and sometimes it happens. Oh, see where we go. Let's get some music. Yeah, here we go. Zane, like I would. It's a good song. Oh. Yeah. Bad grab. Again, we're not going to worry ourselves about these kind of things. It's got to. Now the whole point is I got to do this till I get enough of it off to where it'll be tight, but not so tight. That sounds stupid, but I need a certain amount of grip and slip, as I'm fond of saying. This thing's still a bastard to pull out of the wall too. It makes me uncomfortable when it catches my fingers in that way. But in comparison, the jack here, same thing, had the bed liner on it, but it's got a nice slickness to it where it's not, doesn't hold on to me, onto you. And that's where we gotta get this one. And unfortunately, the only way to get there is through a lot of, hands-on work. Stupid. Nah, it's fine. Only problem with this stringer is this thing's a little too long. It's okay though. Feel buff. Like it's sticking to my thumb real bad. Oh, God. Sticking to my thumb. I have that music going and that noise still gets me. It's just, this sucks. This is just bad. I mean, I can't throw it any better than this right now. This is just that's all I got. Believe me, that don't make me happy. Yeah, here we go. REO Speedwagon. We'll keep pushing. This is a good song when you're depressed. Yeah. I'm telling you, we're going to get there. It'll be alright. I ain't stressing about it none. I ain't worried about it. It used to be lonely. Yeah, that's the land kind of. No, those two were flukes. Don't get that twisted, unfortunately. No, it's getting better. Ow! Not that much better. It's getting better. Better. That's better. Oh my God. Ooh, boys. Oh, I don't like that at all. No, that wasn't because of that noise. It's getting a little better on the front. The thumb is still sticking really bad. And I can feel it's releasing on the fingers a little bit better now. Now, 5, probably. But it's getting a little better now. And yeah, I know I've decimated my target. I don't care. This is a throwaway day, so I'm not worried about that. And I say that, it looks pretty bad. I'll run you through the graveyard one day. And no, you cannot do that in tournaments. You can't modify the target at all. In fact, you can't even touch the son of a bitch, for that matter. Judges won't often call that, but that is the letter of the law. I mean, if there's a piece sticking out and you want to knock it back in, you can't do that, technically. People do, I do it, I've done it before. You're not supposed to. But if there's any other fellow throwers watching, we've never accused them too much, accused the judge of doing their job too hard now, have we? Hell, I became a judge because one was so shit. She made me so mad that I just became a judge. I've since let that lapse because I didn't want to be one. I just wanted to, be able to say I knew the rules better than her, which I did. And it screwed me out of a match too, by the way. That was my first recorded drop, was in a particular match with her as the judge. And then I got to watch like 5 rules get broken immediately thereafter, and it about sent me into a frenzy. Actually, it did send me into a frenzy. It didn't almost, it did. Consequently, I also threw a 58 that night. My best set of throws for a long time. We were running on all 4s that day, boys. It's getting a little better. There's a small part of this too that because it's stuck to my hand, that is going to compound this problem a little bit. Excuse me. And hell, this stuff's hard to wash off too. But I mean, I went in and washed my hands before I showed them to you earlier, like with soap. I mean, this stuff sticks. Don't wear white and use bed liner. I mean, that seems like a duh. And I say that as it would be common sense. However, I was wearing my white tank when I was doing this yesterday, so I didn't take it off before I sprayed it, so I'm not completely stupid. I'm just mostly stupid. Barely clipped that boy. We got it though. See, it's getting better. These shots are getting a little bit more consistent. I'm liking this more. It's still not. Unfortunately, it's still not changing the one thing about it that I wanted it to change. It's not getting there any different. I mean, you're still getting the landing, still not getting here, and I don't like that. I was hoping a little extra grip on it would help it. I don't know, something about it would make it work better. Doesn't seem to be the case right now. But don't get me wrong, putting that headliner on was not a bad idea. Well, that was basically full coverage. Barely got the bottom of it, but it did. So. That was just a bad throw. That wasn't. That was user error right there, baby. All user error right there. Dude, these things gotta go. Talked about this yesterday. I don't like it. Pieces are too big. I don't know, man. Yo, I forgot this is big time. Peter Gabriel. Pull this song. There we go. A little Metallica. A little Judas Kiss. This is a good one, man, from a real bad album. I liked it. I don't know, man. Like everybody hated Saint Hangover and Death Magnetic. I gotta tell you, I kind of liked them. It was new for me, man. I don't know. I like that Metallica myself. I was never a hyper fanboy of the 80s Metallica. You know, it was slightly before my time. Sort of. I mean, I was born when it came out. It just wasn't, you know. I'm a 90s kid, so. Too many people use that ironically nowadays. I actually am a child of the 90s. When it started, I remember it well. You little bastards on Tinder with your 90s kid and you're fucking 20 years old. You are not a 90s kid. Dude, this song is ridiculous. It's such a good song. It's still sticking, boys. It's my target, I'll do what I want with it. Do as I say, not as I do. Oh, eat it. But that's even worse. Like that's landing like here. Like that's absolutely not what I want. That's the last thing I want, actually, almost. That's bad throw, bruh. And yeah, part of it is because I'm borrowing cuts from before. Shit. That's something else you gotta keep in mind too, is the more you beat a target up or it's been beaten up, you might be landing here, but it's been hit so much up top that it's gonna just let that sucker go in a little further. It can happen sometimes. I've done it, like I said, the more you beat them up, there's nothing there to stop the axe. No woods, it's just wedges. Ah, sharp. Then you just lose it again. You can even see a little bit of this is coming off a little bit right here from my fingers. I don't know what to do about that just yet. I'm not going to worry about it right now. And see, ironically, my thumb has the most on it, and yet I'm not taking any off the back particularly. What? A little bit, maybe. It's just weird. It's just odd. I don't know. Hell, I gotta tell you, I don't even know why I'm talking about it. I guess it's because there's a camera on me and I can talk about it, maybe? Makes me feel less stupid than talking to myself. I'm liking this better. Not the coverage. I'm still unsatisfied with that. Though I gotta say, I'm liking the feeling a bit better. It's getting closer to where I want it to be. Some of them. It's not even sticking as bad now as it was before. It's much better now. I actually think the jack, I put 2 coats on it actually. If I remember right, I'm probably going to end up doing that to this one too. Get that covered back up. Because that's coming off pretty bad now actually. So that's not to say it's a bad thing necessarily. If some of it does come off, there's always a possibility that it'll get into the grain of the wood there from my constant, squeezing it. Sharp. That was just, everything went wrong there. It's bad. Shut up, Metallica. God, you can't do this. Ugh, too much frenzy. Guitar solos are great and all until they go insane, like Kirk. And sometimes that shit's too much, man. It's just too much. Got me running too hot. I can't think. This is Foreign Air. Wars. Oh, of Monsters and Men. Wars. Dumbass. Foreign Air is in the shadows. Man. Well, this video is already getting too long, so I'm just going to call it after this song's done. I'm still not where I want to be with this thing yet. But I'm also not terribly interested in throwing in a shitload more today either right now. I may throw in some more later. I think I double take down a little bit. I hate that it's still getting caught on my freaking hand here. I think we're compounding here. I think that buildup on my hand is overriding what I don't know how to explain that. That was the worst. That's the shot I throw there. I don't know about this thing, man. I gotta tell you, I'm still not sold on this axe at all. I don't dislike it, I don't. I just can't, I can't feel the love yet either. You know, we haven't made it there yet. Again, I'm not concerned with any of these bad throws like that. I know this is still a learning experience with this thing. Yeah, see, I've done taken off. That my southern is showing. I done took off a bunch of that there bed liner. Idiot. I don't know. These sixes, I don't feel confident about them. You know, they hit, that's good, but I don't feel. I don't know. I don't feel the dedication. I don't feel like I earned it. This is Danzig's mother. Crap. Good enough. End on a 6 or an 8, boys, is a smart choice, but don't get so caught up in it that it frustrates you to hell like it does me sometimes. Or don't get frustrated like I do sometimes, I should say. Sometimes, you know, try to get yourself a 6 or an 8 at the end, and if you don't get it, don't stress too much about it. Don't spend 30 minutes throwing in freaking kill shots if you ain't hitting them. It's not worth it, unless you want to. But anyway, pretty good day. Here's the aftermath. Anyway. We'll see you later, boys. It's a pretty good day.